Good morning readers. I, Harish Budhu, warmly welcome you to my channel. Learn as much as possible from my handwritten articles.
This October 7th, 2020. World Teachers' Day. Third part. The pre-independence system of training teachers was much better than the present one of Mauritius Institute of Education. It was inclusive. At the Mauritius Institute of Education, some people have buried their heads in the sand. School inspectors of the Teachers Training College worked wonders with their practical knowledge. A warm welcome to the third and training part of the series on Teachers' Day and the teaching profession. We will once more appeal to our loyal friends to share with their close ones. It is a strange world we are living in. People share more than the papers which deal with political issues. Cheap and dirty personal attacks go viral, and reach epidemic proportions. Alas! But we will not follow the herd. Our page was, is, and will be respectable and respectful. Our friends of the teaching profession can do a lot. Thanks. B. Unfortunately, a spelling mistake on page 7, 12th line went unnoticed yesterday. We had written vendor instead of vendor. We are sorry. And for our student friends, we had highlighted 28 English expressions yesterday. All said, you see, the thing is that we find happiness and comfort when we write. The real joy is helping people find personal fulfillment. That is the mission of what remains of this short life. Thank you all for everything. See, the last two papers on Teachers' Day laid the foundations for today's one. We are still at the Teachers Training College in 1964. It was 4 years before independence. Many experts feel that the system of training teachers was much better than the one of today. Take but a few notable examples. 1. We mentioned the names of 12 tutors of the 1964 Teachers Training College. We deliberately avoided the names of 3 because they were horrible, the curse of the noble profession, and a disgrace. In sharp contrast, we forgot the names of 2 French experts, Lamasset and Caragule. We apologize. The 4 foreign specialists, Mrs. Andrews, Mr. Bailey, and the 2 French ones, brought with them the modern methods of teaching from Europe and Canada. And they were all as humble as friendly with their students, in stark contrast to the ingrained arrogance of the 3 Mauritian tutors referred to in the last page. And regrettably, we also forgot the Indian walking encyclopedia, Professor Ramprakash. He inspired us to explore the holy books, Bible, Quran, Gita, Ramayana. He taught us the love of books. Teachers were initiated into a reading culture. All said, the 5 foreign specialists shared their vision of an inclusive teaching profession. 2. Here is another example why the system of training teachers was better in the 1960s. There were some former inspectors of school attached to the Teachers Training College. Occasionally, the 2 Gopal brothers of Vacoas and others shared their skills, experiences, and understanding, personal and practical inside knowledge of schools and children. Their down-to-earth approach was just the icing on the cake for us. Theirs was a mission to develop the child fully. All told, I ask myself whether inspectors of schools are now training teachers at the Mauritius Institute of Education. Believe you me, they will work wonders, with their practical and decades-old experiences. 3. Yet another explanation why the pre-independence system was more effective. There was a language laboratory. We learned the technique of reading, talking, communicating, pronunciating, etc., fluently and effectively. We still believe in group reading. That was later stopped. Just imagine, secondary level students daily reading AFP French reports and Revers English news. I have produced some of the best high school certificate students with that method, you had better believe it. 4. Here is one more typical example. Mrs. Minton taught us how to improve our handwriting. We still believe that penmanship should be reintroduced in our schools. The art and the way of writing by hand both determine the character and the personality of the writer. In this age of computer, people are not writing enough with their hands. The lessons of Mrs. Minton have determined my career in a sense, Writing is my passion. 5. And finally, in 1964, we were taught some basic skills, simplest and least developed. They were woodworking, gardening, sewing, kitchen cleaning, etc. That basic knowledge was meant to share it with children, jack of all traders. And then, there were the English and French radio lessons. Just imagine the secondary level students listening to the Radio France Internationale and the British Broadcasting Corporation, or watching the television National Geography programs, to improve their French and English and slide by side, thus increase their general knowledge. Innovation is the mantra. Also, some Mauritius Institute of Education people have buried their heads in the sand. They wear their own outdated blinkers. One had ridiculed me 3 times. The last part of the series, tomorrow, will throw some light on my 1968 Teachers Training College demonstration classes. To be continued.
Keep reading, keep learning. Like and subscribe for more thrilling articles. Thank you for watching.